Let you guys decide. This is all over the news right now.
Literally.
Let's see if we can get to this here.
Oh. Let's see what the audience says.
Yeah. All right, here's the play.
Has been disqualified. Has been disqualified.
Can we see it good?
Yep.
All of a sudden, whoa.
Texas high school football playoffs.
Has been disqualified.
We'll see it. We'll watch it one more time. Oh my goodness. Oh, and so it's interesting because and I'll pull this down here real quick. Some of the coaches must have thought so some of the coaches must have thought that he was going for the player because a couple of the coaches ran towards the other team, I guess maybe because they thought he might be going there.
So, after reading the article and kind of getting into it a little bit, so apparently that player on that specific what had happened was he received a roughing the passer penalty
on the
quarterback, which apparently he did not like, and then received a 15-yard unsportsmanlike conduct for, I guess, having a verbal altercation with the referee. So that, I guess, that disqualified him. Once he found out he was disqualified, my man decided to take a running head start from the sideline and assault.
That's going to be assault. So I guess a couple things with it. Number one, you can't do that in a game, period. Number two, that now you hit the referee.
I don't even.
Potentially assault charge. And then number three, as you told me, what you said, they threw the team out of
the
playoffs.
So not only do you, and apparently this was their leading pass rusher, one of their best defensive players, was a reason that they were as far as they were, and to throw some more fuel on the fire, he is apparently one of the top wrestlers in the 220 weight class for Texas high school football, or for Texas high school wrestling.
Wow.
He just cost himself his entire career and probably a college career and possibly jail time.
That's crazy.
The referee who he hit was like a 27-year veteran of the, Texas high school officials. Like, I don't even know
wow.
It leaves me as a coach speechless. One, as a parent.
Yeah, and I guess they penalized him for penalize the team for not having control over their sideline.
Right. And looking at it from a coach's perspective, obviously, yeah, I'm supposed to have my guys under control and things of that nature. But you can see in the video, you can see the head coach is trying to have a conversation with the referee, other coaches or wherever. I mean, this is a teenage kid basically, just
lost control,
losing it.
Yeah. Yep.
I mean, look, understanding, the heat of the game, playoff game, you just get disqualified senior year, you got thrown out. But I mean, speechless, like something it's just like, that's on a whole nother level.
Yeah. I mean, he obviously he cost his team everything. So, and he's selfish and then he let his emotions get the best of him. And it doesn't matter how good a player you are, that that's a next level thing that you just cannot do.
Yeah, I mean, just
you have to have control of yourself. It's crazy because it's all over the news, it's all over the ESPN, it's all over everything. And then
SportsCenter just posted it on their Instagram, you know what I mean? Like, it's something, and it literally, has been developing since, just, I sent it to you this morning, and I've only seen it come into the forefront even more so in the last, couple hours. I mean, it's just a whole different type of situation. It's just crazy. And, we don't like to start the show off with something negative, but
we're flipped to
use this. We can use this in a positive manner, in the fact that, look, guys, we understand that, football is a violent game. There's a lot of emotions that are involved in it, but you got to be under control, man. That takes it to a whole nother level. And now the repercussions that are not only going to come on this, student athlete individually, but now you're talking team ramifications. You just cost how many guys their last game?
Someone just posted, read this kid did the same thing playing soccer.
Well, he was a D lineman, but he's also their kicker and punter, so that makes sense. I did read that. Maybe that's why he's even playing football.
Thank you, Bobby YC_NJ says he did the same thing playing soccer. Oh, so he's a problem. He's a problem.
Look, and hopefully this young man gets his head on straight and gets things situated, and hopefully can bounce back from this. But I look as far as the team, and I feel bad for those other teammates, the other kids on the team. This could possibly cost that head coach his job, if not administrators' jobs. You know what I mean? This stuff doesn't. That's not just an easy go away type of thing, man. There's going to be a lot of ramifications.
I don't know if it should cost the you have
to know it should or shouldn't. I'm just saying it possibly could.
I don't know if it will. I mean, if this kid's a problem, he should be the one that bears the ramifications of. He's already cost his team, and then I think you go from there, and then it looks like clearly the coaches are going to try to stop him. Obviously,
they're doing the right things. It looks like, but this could be something that maybe there's suspensions going into the next season. Maybe there's, you're not allowed in the playoffs for a couple of years. I don't know. It depends on what type of angle. And, I've never seen anything like this. I think it's unprecedented. I think it's now something that each state should look to address, or at least have something within guidelines, if they don't already, in case something like this happens.
How do you address, I mean, obviously you address these things with your team. Are you talking about protecting the referees in some way? Or are you talking about coaches / schools addressing their own team? I mean,
correct.
I'm
talking every level. So I'm talking about, protection for referees in general, protection for schools and things of that nature, because obviously this is a school function. So what if this happens, say, in the cafeteria with a teacher doing cafeteria duty? What if a student does that to a teacher? I'm sure it does. I'm sure it has.
I don't think there needs to be anything sweeping that has to happen. I just think you need to address that individual situation. And if this is I don't see this as an ongoing problem. I see this as a one time. I haven't seen any.
I would hope this is a one time.
I haven't seen it. If this is a widespread problem, then yeah, maybe you have to address it. But I don't. If this is a one-off thing, I don't think it. I don't think that you need to have a meeting with. If I have control of my kids, and they do the right things, and our team does the right things, then I don't think that we need to have a talking to about that. I think that's one step too far. But if it is a widespread problem, which I don't think it is, I've never seen that in all the years of high school coaching ever. I've seen guys upset, but I've never seen a player ever do anything like that ever.
Attack an official.
I don't see that as a widespread problem. I just think that it's a crazy situation. Now, if it was a widespread problem, which I have never seen that, then that's it. And where I see a lot more of the issues is, and then this is not with kids attack with, it doesn't have anything to do with referees, but there's much bigger issues with parents attacking in youth football, attacking other parents,
Right.
attacking coaches, and maybe even attacking referees in youth football. But in high school, I have not seen that very often. Okay, are you willing to go to it's positive for one team and not as positive for the other? So
Yeah, let's